Hello there. This is part 2 of my Midget series, which starts off with changing the brake pads. These here are the brake pads off the driver's side. They're the ones I took out of the car. And these are the ones I got to put into the car. And it doesn't look like they'll quite fit. I ended up getting the right brake pads. Then here's the passenger side. The rotor here is pretty worn down. Holding a screwdriver just for a reference for how bad it is. I ordered new brake rotors, but when I ordered them, I accidentally clicked the ones for wire wheels rather than disc wheels. So they're a little bit too short. While I waited for the correct ones to arrive, we went to Oshkosh. Here's the grand finale. When I got back, my brake rotors weren't there yet, so I decided I'll try to fix the soft top. I'd previously tried to fix it with CA glue, but it didn't hold very well and it just looks like crap. I did patch these small spots on the roof with some iron-on patches. Also, there's a little nub there, probably from welding. I filed it down. But here on the inside you can see these patches. I think they turned out okay. They look decent too. So I started by sewing this cut. I sewed halfway and then I ran out of durable material to sew into. It's a very crude sewing job. Then my brake rotor showed up, so I took the front end apart. You can see the spindle is in pretty good shape. And to demonstrate just how bad these grooves in this surface are, just listen to this. If you compare it to a side that's in good shape. It's really hard to show on video how bad they are. But I got the new rotor on. You can see the wheel bearings are still pretty good. Here's the brake pad that came off of the good side of that rotor. Here's the one off the bad side. I think I know where them grooves came from. Also, the anti-rattle clip was completely broken, so I had to order some of them. You can see I replaced this little bump stop here. And I started taking it apart so I could put the other bushings in. You can kind of hear it. This shock here is squeaking a little bit when I move it up and down. Those have to be replaced or replace the oil or something. But I currently don't have the money for that, so it's just gonna have to be the way it is for a while. You can see I made a huge mess getting this front suspension apart so I can get these bushings in.
What a mess.
But after a few hours I got them in. You can see I got these top ones. Also replaced the two on this side here on the bottom arm. There's also two back here on this side. The reason I was replacing the brakes is because they kind of quit working last time I drove it. So I replaced the brake pads, but you can see the master cylinder is also empty. Here you can see the boot is ripped for it. I ordered a new master cylinder. Also here's the brake anti-rattle clips. I ordered 2 of them. Then I washed it up and cleaned the front bumper. It looks really nice with this shiny black bumper. Then here's the back bumper. This is before I cleaned it. And then here is after. You can see just how nice it looks. You can see how wrinkly my hands got from bleeding the brakes. This is what I used to wash the car. Since it's a convertible, I didn't want to pressure wash it. I used this Chemical Guys kit I got a few years ago. Then for the rubber bumpers, I used this Tire Shine. It just worked so nice. And I tried my hand at being a professional YouTuber. The coolant reservoir in this wasn't connected to anything, so I had to take the air box off to get it out. You can see this bottom clip here I can't get unclipped. It's hitting against the frame. You can see I can't get the cover off without that unclipped. But it turns out this engine mount here is actually partially wrecked. It's connected on one side but not the other. It's really hard to see this on camera too because it's so far in there. It's just held up by one side. And then this other side, this one is fine on both sides. I ended up just lifting up the engine to get the air cover off. And then this is the first thing I did but never had a chance to show on video. But we couldn't find an air filter that was the right size for this. Like, it just doesn't exist. So I ended up 3D printing this adapter with the rubber filament that I can just pop the filter into place. And then once I finish struggling to get it in there, I can show how nice it fits. You can see here it doesn't wiggle at all, it just fits really nice and tight in there. Anyways, back to the reason I was getting the cover off. This windshield washer jug isn't connected to anything. There's just rattling around in the engine bay. And surprisingly, there's still some in there. So I put that where it belongs. That night we had a pretty good lightning storm. So I took some long exposure shots and got some pretty neat pictures of lightning. I'll put those at the end of the video for anyone who's interested in them.
So cool.
Then one night we were driving, we saw a whole bunch of deer.
Oh dear.
Only got one on camera. The fuel gauge on this doesn't work, so I took a picture of how many miles it had when I filled it up. Here's the high beams and low beams.
Low beams. High beams.
They point a little bit to the right, so I do have to recenter them. Now to start getting rid of all the rattling. I started off by tightening this exhaust mount. These hangers are in pretty rough shape, so I should replace those. One of them is actually broken, I think. I should have took a picture of this, but these little nuts here were almost all the way off for the windshield mounting, so I just tightened them. This belt stretched a little bit, so I ended up tightening that. Then I don't know what I'm doing here. Let's see. Oh yeah, I had to adjust the idle because it hardly run at 400 RPM. I also put a bit of seafoam in it, hopefully clean it up a bit. I adjusted the idle so that it idles around 600 to 800 RPM. I had to glue this window in because it just wasn't held in at all, really. Going down a bumpy road, it would start to fall out. And I tried polishing stuff. Here you can see some of the things I polished. They look a little bit nicer. Like, it's hard to notice just looking at it, but seeing it drive around, it does look really nice, just everything shiny. Yeah, look at these wires. But, this is what I think the rattling sound is. There's this, and this.
Just that combined stuff.
Yep.
You could like tighten these.
No, I can't.
Oh, it doesn't have a washer in there or whatever, probably.
No.
A gasket.
I have to figure that out.
Yeah. Is it on your list?
Nope.
You better put it on the list. Exhaust gasket.
Or just do it. And then I don't know where this is supposed to go to.
If you unhook this though, you should fire it up and have it run without the exhaust pipe. And see how it sounds.
Any idea where any of this oil's coming from?
From the oil.
Is that not it?
Move your hand. Is your cardboard big enough?
Yeah.
Enough to go like this?
No.
So, what are we gonna do this?
I don't know. Here it is a few days after I clean it. The drain plug is still clean, but there's a little bit of oil dripping right off the bell housing. And I wasn't able to finish sewing the top, so if you guys have any ideas of what I could do with that, maybe some kind of glue that works good, or I don't know, anything really. I'm open to suggestions in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and here is the pictures of the lightning.